morning. Welcome to Table Talk. I'm happy to have you with me this morning. And with me today is my friend Diane.
Good morning.
And it is her first time on Table Talk, so
she's
thrilled to be here. Diane is a new employee in the store and longtime customer, and we are so happy to have you.
I know. I'm so excited
Join the
to
team.
be here.
Yeah, we're excited.
It's great.
So she has a different full-time job, which is...
I am watching my 10-month-old granddaughter
Yes.
right now, which is also an awesome.
That's an awesome job. So, but we get to have her on some Fridays and Saturdays, and so we're excited to have her. So thank you for joining the team.
Thanks.
So before we start talking about product, I'm going to talk to you about why we didn't have a table talk last week. We were getting together at my mom's to discuss the cruise that we're going on towards the end of September. And there's like 20, how many? 26 of us, Kat?
Yeah, 26.
26 of our family going on this cruise. Poor cruise people. So we were getting together to talk about, okay, we need to get on the same page about who's going on what excursions and all this. And so I was sitting at the top of the stairs and my computer was taking the notes and pushed back a little bit on my chair at the top of the stairs. And the folding chair I was sitting on went off the edge, and I went head over here. Well, I was backwards because I went this way, and all the way to the bottom of the stairs. And this was Sunday night. I was supposed to be here Monday morning, and I woke up and I felt like I'd got beat up. Excuse me. So my shoulder was really hurting me, and I thought, oh no, I've done something. But no. I had done something, but nothing major. So
darn lucky.
Yeah, I was lucky I didn't break a hip, you know. My husband fell once recently, and I said, you know, at our age, that's how people die. They break a hip and die, you know. But so I did not break a hip, but that's why we didn't film. I didn't send out an email. I was kind of out of sorts after that. But I'm still noticed this morning as I was getting ready, I'm still bruised up a little, but that doesn't show, and I'm doing good. But anyway, so we missed last week. So we apologize for that. We will have our giveaway. I did not do the drawing because Shannon's not here. She always does my drawing, keeps me on. We'll get the winner from last week's giveaway and have Ariel post it on this video. So we will have a winner, and we will have a giveaway at the end of today's. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to start with a few little Notion trinkets that we got. So we have from Jill Lily Studio, this is called the Perfect Press It Pad. And it's like a terry pad to cushion whether you're doing applique or cross stitch. Especially in cross stitch, if you're ironing, it kind of helps to not flatten out your stitches.
Yeah, press it face down, and then the stitches go right into the terry.
The stitches go into the terry, I think, and it will help to not flatten out your stitches.
Nice.
So that's new from Jill Lily Studio. What have you got here? We
have the tree quilt paper piecing. What are these?
These are from Lori Holt. So
10 by 10 for the trees.
So these are, I thought they were paper piecing. That's what I told Kathy this morning when we pulled these. I'm like, oh yeah. But they're not.
They're not. They're like
not
slice.
They're slice. Yes.
Oh,
so they're stack and whack or whatever they call it, you know. So this is the trees, and that
there's
one
a pumpkin.
we have had before, but we just got the trees in. So Kathy wants to try the trees, so we'll let you know how that works out.
So this would work perfectly if you have a layer cake or a
Layer
stacker.
cake. Yep,
So stack them, lay this on top, slice them, just kind of rotate, mix them up, sew them back together.
So kind of cool. So we got those in. And then we got in Lori, you know, she does her little charms, and she has some new charms. So these two are kind of related to her granny squared, her chunky threads. So this one is the round granny square, which she did a little crochet along, I guess, of the little round granny squares. So that's this charm. And then this one is a charm showing her little chunky thread. So if you have a little bag or something that you keep your projects in.
And then we've got her little stork scissors that are way cute. And then a little plump little bumblebee.
Yeah, a little chunky bee. Cute. And of course, Lori Holt bee. So that makes sense. And we are going to the cabin this weekend. And I thought I'd show, so those of you that are in the Biddy Bowl Club, and if you did this for September, this little pillow is a little red cabin. And that little red cabin is where I'm going this weekend for our final trip to the cabin. So this cabin is not what some people call their cabins, which are summer homes. This was built in 1920 by my great-grandfather and my grandfather, and it's just a little one-room, cute little cabin at Big Cotton Canyon, and has a big old stove in it, bunk beds, and the only time we go in there is just to sit and play cards at night, but because everybody stays in their trailers. But when I was a child, we would camp out in there. That's where we would sleep. Had 4 bunk beds, and we'd sleep, and we'd hear the mice at night running around. But and I didn't care about mice, but I was always paranoid of spiders. But now anytime we go up there, they let off a bug bomb in there first thing to kill all the spiders, and then open it up after. So anyway, but it's a fun place, and I can't wait to go. So this weekend when I go, I'm going to be working on, I'm going to start on Lori Holt's chunky thread punch needle.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I haven't done punch needle with the chunky thread yet, so I'm going to do that and see how that turns out and let you know.
I took a class from her at Garden of Quilts
Did you?
years ago.
Okay.
She was just introducing chunky thread punch needle, and it was the first time I'd ever done it. It was really fun.
So you've done some with the chunky thread?
We did the star.
The star, awesome.
Yeah,
and you finished it?
Well, it's the punch needle.
The punch needle. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I hear you there. So,
but yeah, it's really fun. So if anyone hasn't tried it before, it's fast. Yeah. And it's forgiving. And
I can't wait to try. Fun. That's good to know. I have someone I can call on if I have some questions. So, yeah, I've done a lot of punch needle, but not with the chunky thread. So, wanted to share something. So, Fat Quarter Shop, if you follow Kimberly, they are starting the Hometown Holiday Sampler Cross Stitch Along, and she's going to be just doing 1 row a week.
Okay.
Which is really doable. I mean, I could do that. I think I could finish 1 row in a week. So I just want to let you know we have the patterns in, and we have Lori Holt's parchment. This is 25 count Lugana parchment. It's got kind of that oatmeal-y, it's got a little fleck in it. If you haven't stitched on Lugana before, what she calls vintage cloth, but it's Lugana, 25 count. It's really nice to stitch on. Over 2. And if you haven't done over 2 before, it's a great introductory fabric for that. So that should be fun. Kathy says she wants to do that. So you gonna do it, Kath? I think that'd be fun. I like that alphabet. What else have we got? Oh, we got a new pattern in. So we've shown before on Tabletop what's it called, Kathy? The forest one. Forest Stroll kit that had all the colorful little trees. With those templates we got in, and I've shown a couple other projects with it, but we just got this pattern in, which is for sailboats, using those same templates. So if you've got those templates, there's a new project for you called Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
This would make a really cute baby quilt.
Wouldn't it though? Oh yeah, just do several rows of that.
Yep. Quick and simple.
So, when you've put the money into those templates, it's nice to have more than one project to
use
do.
for them.
Yeah. Let's see, what have I got down here? American Jane is a new fabric, or this is called Always in Season, and this is by American Jane, and she is new with Riley Blake Designs. So she was formerly with Moda Fabrics, and she is now a designer for Riley Blake. So we've got her pre-cuts, we've got her yardage, a new kit called Easy Garden.
Cute.
And Robin was saying she's done this pattern before, not in this fabric, but this pattern before, and she said it really is a fun pattern to do. So, but I wanted to show her cute panel.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. And so isn't that just cute, those like vintage,
so sweet
children, really sweet. There's so many things you could do with those. I'm sure there's a cute quilt done using them.
Yes.
Janice Wuckert, who is a great friend of ours here at the village. She came in and she got this, and I can't wait to see what Janice does, because she is so creative and she always comes up with something stunning. So just a great little panel that goes with that would be cute, just bordered with the different fabrics, and so that's cute.
There's a checkerboard or a piano key.
Yeah, and
just
piano key would be cute, wouldn't it? Yeah. So
a charm pack.
Yep. So just a beautiful, like the blue that they call navy is not really a navy. It's more of a, I don't know. They're just bright and cheery colors. Typical American Jane. Love her. And if you haven't ever met her, they just do not come nicer than her. The designer, she is so fabulous. What else have we got here? Oh, show this new fabric line.
Yes, this is so cute. I'll show you the bolt first because it is so cute. 100 Acre Wood for all the Winnie the Pooh fans. It's so cute. And it's small enough scale that you could use it in blocks and it would show border. Perfect.
A square and a square block with those in the center, just
and
fussy
then
cut.
we've got the charm pack and the 10-inch stackers
And we've
and
got
the fat quarter bundles,
and we've got all the
and
yardage.
they're just so cute.
My favorite is Tigger, because who doesn't love Tigger?
Well, we're fond of Eeyore.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I just love them all. They're all so sweet and just the most beautiful prints. So check that out. You can see on the website all
so pretty.
there's so many great prints.
Love it.
And this is by, she's one of my favorite designers. I love everything she comes out with. This is Jill Howarth. And we just ordered her next collection that'll be coming, and it's just so great. It'll be coming out. It is Peter Pan. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the collection, but she's done it before. Peter Pan, it was really popular, and now she's doing it again. But with changes there, and it's fantastic.
And with the new granddaughter,
Oh yes, love it. And there's a panel that goes with it. Lots of fun things. So Shelly just did this quilt. Now we've had this fabric for a bit, but we just decided to do a quilt out of it. This is a Noah's Ark collection. This was by Moda, this collection, and I can't remember the name of this line, but it was a Noah's Ark theme. And this is called Craftsman. So this is Craftsman pattern by Amy Smart. And it is a great pattern. It focuses nicely on those big prints, you know. And this is like a twin size quilt.
Yeah, this is
this is a good size quilt.
This is a good beginner.
Yeah, and a good beginner. Yeah.
Nice.
So isn't that nice? So Shelly just finished that one up. So we've got that in the store. We've got kits in stock for that. And like I say, it's a nice size quilt. And you don't have an aversion to Minky.
I do not.
Good. Okay. She was able to hold on to that Minky where Shannon.
I love Minky.
Yeah, I do too. I love it on the back. One of the reasons I love it on the back is I don't have to piece the back.
Well, that's true.
Yep. On the well, let's talk about these. We've also got new quilts. This is Winter Magic. Goes this way, and this is from that collection by Riley Blake, Winter Magic, and this is the quilt kit, box kit. So and it finishes 78 by 78.
Oh, nice.
So it's a good size. Yeah. So that's a pretty one. Now we just received Mansfield Park, and so we have the collection. Now this is like. Riley Blake has the licensing for Jane Austen's fabric. And this has the quilt kit. This is the quilt on the back. And this quilt was designed by Holly, my little sister. And so it comes with this cutest box that looks like a book. You know, you can put it on your shelf, it looks like a book. And then inside is all your fabrics and your patterns to do that quilt. And I love the print that's on the inside.
Now, are these new fabrics?
So these are new fabrics called Mansfield Park. And what they've done is, if you followed along with Riley Blake, they did the Jane Austen quilt. Now in the Jane Austen, and they did the fabrics for the interior of the quilt, but in the border of that quilt, there were so many different prints used that now they've done collections reproducing the smaller prints that were in the outside border of that quilt. So all these collections contain reproductions from the original quilt in fabric.
Cool.
So pretty cool. So we're excited to have that. And so we have the yardage as well. So we've got the box kits, we've got the yardage. That's it. Oh, coming up, this one here, coming up is Garden of Quilts, and it is September, do you know, Kathy? 11th through the 14th at Thanksgiving Point. If you have not been to Garden of Quilts, it's fabulous. All the quilts hanging throughout the grounds are really big. Have you ever been?
I have the
Oh yeah,
last
you
2
'cause
years.
you did the
Yeah.
class there. That's
Yeah.
right. It really is a fun experience. They have people come from all over the country.
They do. I
to
mean,
take classes.
seriously.
Yeah.
I've taken classes and people introduce themselves, and it's Florida, Virginia, California.
Yep.
It's like crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. I taught a class. Well, I've taught a few classes there, and like I would have maybe 2 people from Utah in my classes, and everybody else was from out of state. So it's really a neat experience to see those quilts in the garden. There's classes, so you can go to Thanksgiving Point to their website and sign up there, or if you go to RileyBlakeDesigns.com, I think there's a link on their page. You can either take classes or you can just go and view all the quilts in the gardens.
And they have events. They have a tea, and they have.
And we just received an email that
meet
they
the
added some
makers.
more tea times.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so that because they'd sold out of their teas, so they've added some more times.
And this year, if you're a Little House on the Prairie fan, Melissa Gilbert has started designing fabrics for Riley Blake.
Yep.
And she's going to be there.
She's
and
going to be one of
give
their
a-
keynote speakers.
Yeah.
And her fabric's coming in when, Kathy? Is it next month?
I think it is.
I think it's next month that collection of fabric comes in that she did. So
It's just, if you've not even been to the gardens,
the
Ashton
gardens are
Gardens,
amazing.
they're just breathtaking.
Yeah.
And then to see the quilts hanging there, it's just magical.
yeah, and there's and if you have a hard time getting around, there are carts that will stop and take you from one area to another.
They have golf cart
Golf
stops.
carts, yep. So that's pretty fun. And we will have a booth. They have a vendor's mall there, and Pine Needles will be there and have a booth, and we'll have some fun specials.
The show barn. So you can go in to see the vendors even without having to buy a ticket to go into the garden.
You don't need to have a ticket to go to the show barn, and there's lots of vendors there. So
it's
fun. And the vendors are there Friday, Saturday. So those are the 2 days. The Thursday, Friday is classes and events, and then the garden's open on Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
So you can view the quilts Friday and Saturday. They can't have the quilts in the gardens for that many days, so it's just the 2 days. But
because they're in the open.
Yeah, they're out in the open.
There's a lot of tents.
We always pray for good weather, but we always seem to get a little bit of rain now and then. But the quilts are still hanging.
Yeah.
They muddle through. So
stunning.
And the quilts are different every year. They have people submit quilts to be displayed, and it's really fun. There'll be some great. If you haven't seen Lori Holt's big quilts, her witches and her the scarecrow and the snowman and all that, those will be out in the gardens, but lots of that are submitted by outside the US, the United States, and locally. So it's fun to see.
So one thing I liked about it is some quilt shows, quilts are just, you can admire them, but you can't do them.
Right.
And this show, you're inspired because the quilts are doable.
Yeah.
You can make them. And it's just, it's just a great inspiration.
And a wide variety of styles and fabric collections. And it is sponsored by Riley Blake, but not everything that's shown there is Riley Blake.
Right.
It's people submit quilts in any fabric. You don't have to be Riley Blake. So, but it's a great event put on by Ashton Gardens and Riley Blake, and just really a fun experience. So if you haven't been, I encourage you to go. If you can't get in this year, watch for it next year. It's always in September, and it is well worth your time to come. So I'm not teaching this year. Life in the store and everything just was a little bit more than I could do another class. So this year is my first year not teaching. So, but we will have a booth there. So it'll be fun. This week our giveaway is going to be a charm pack for Always in Season, which is that new collection we talked about, American Jane. And our question will be, have you been to Ashton Gardens at Thanksgiving Point for either Garden of Quilts or outside of Garden of Quilts?
Yeah, they have lots of events.
Yeah.
The Tulip Festival.
Tulip Festival, they have
The
the story.
Luminaria.
Yeah, Luminaria in the winter. But you can go at any time, and they have things for kids, and they have, lots of things at Thanksgiving Point. So we'd like to know if you've ever been there, and if you have, what was your favorite part of going? So, and if you haven't, just post a comment, and we will randomly pick a winner, and we will have Ariel post our winner from this week's giveaway, or for last time's giveaway, and then watch next week to see if you won for this week. We appreciate you joining us, and I appreciate you, Diane, coming in this morning early and helping us out, and we will see you next week.